My favourite way to explain what it's like to be autistic is that when we use a program like an app, we see the kind of desktop, we see the display that we interact with on the app. For example, on when you visit Amazon's website, you see the search bar, you see the little buttons to click, like electronics or toys or whatever, to navigate the site. So that's the kind of desktop or interface that you see, the front end of the site. However, there were actually people that wrote the lines of code that created that front end. And I feel that when you're autistic, you often approach the world from the source code or the lines of code that led to that front end, but you don't see the front end immediately. And that isn't a bad thing, and it's actually quite useful, but it can sometimes lead to challenges between communication between neurotypicals and autistic people, because if a neurotypical is mainly looking at the front end and the autistic person asks a question about the source code, which is behind the desktop, the neurotypical might not understand the autistic person, or might underestimate their understanding or ability, when in reality they're just looking at the same thing from different sides. So basically I feel that the default approach in an autistic problem-solving way is to start at the source code, and a neurotypical tends to start at the front end. But we can both, neurotypicals and autistic people, can approach things from both sides. It's just this is our default.